Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, Dr. Adib. Okay, so now I am Muhammad and I'm a NORIZAN from session 1. Right now, I will explain to you about my coding in the Arduino for the Maker Uno. So, firstly, I will make the integer for what I want to put as the input. So, for the 4, which is the button, is 2, and LED use 1 is 8. LED 2 is the number 10. Light, the number 10 LED, and number LED 3 is 12. So I put all of this is in a constant. So for the LED, I put each of the LED is +2 because I want to see the on and off for the LED is more easier and more uh easier for me to see. Yeah. In the integer pattern, I put 1 because uh we want to start with pattern 1 first. And then for the void setup, I put the 3 LED in the output, and for the button we use as an input pull up because we want the button as an input if we push it or not push it. So that I make all of the LED in a low because before we started it, I want all the LED is in off. So for the digital right button, I put it is high because when we connected the Maker Uno with the laptop, we can see that the button will not being pushed and the LED 2 is on. So we can see there that if we doesn't push the button, the LED 2 will on. But if we push the button, which is low, and then it will go off. So I can say that when I go to void loop, if the digital read button is low, when I push the button and LED is zero, LED is off, the pattern will change. Is it 2 which is pattern less or equals to 3, and then the pattern will pattern plus 1, which is increment plus plus. So have a delay because delay is like you want to see the input that we push it, so the Maker Uno will not read the input many time, which is micro millisecond like that. So let's say if it's pattern 3, more than 3, where it is 4 5 6, and it will go, the pattern will change the pattern into 1. So we want to have a loop where this is plus 1 to 3, and then if the pattern exceed the 3, and then it will change the pattern go to back to the 1. So we want to have a loop for 1 2 3 and 1 again, and a delay. Okay, so we have a 3 case where I use a switch. It's more easier for me. And then for the case 1, which is the pattern 1, I use a for loop. So the for loop is like this where I have an integer 1, I equals to 1, and then maximum is I um equal or less than 3, and increment I plus plus, where is I equals to I plus 1. So if the I is 1, the LED is high, low, low. And if I is equals to 2, low, high, low. And if the I is equal to 3 or else, is low, low, high. And then it will loop here until, and also have a delay because we want to see each of the changes have some gap between the second. So we want to see it more likely, more easier and more rhythm. Okay, so yeah, like this. And then we have a break. So if the break is where it will go back to the loop, go back to the button, then you will see if the button is low or high. So if it's still high, and then it will just run here. So case 2 is pattern 2, which is high and all low, and then some delay here. So and break. So if it's have a button low, and then it will plus pattern with plus 1, and then it will go to case 3. So case 3 is high, low, high, low, high, low. For the second, we can see here we have also have a delay, and then break. Yeah, and then it's just same with the case 2 and case 3. If the button is low, and then we'll go to the pattern with change or plus. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
So today we'll show you about my programming to the Arduino board, which is Maker Uno, and the output that I get, which is the pattern 1, pattern 2 and pattern 3. I got the pattern one where it's beep 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 the LED first, LED 2 and LED 3 on each second. So we will go to the pattern 2 where when I push the button. So the LED 2 means the button. When we push the button, it will close. It mean in a low. So I put it as a low because I want to see if I push the button. So the L2 is low, and then we can see it's change the pattern here. So and then the pattern 2 is all on, all off. So here, and then when I push the button, yeah, you can see the pattern 3. So it's mean the LED 1 and LED 3 on, while the LED 2 off, and then the otherwise where it's changed the rhythm. So like this. So we can see here the button that I push. When I push it, it will off and make the pattern change. So there's the LED 2 off and then change the pattern. The LED 2 off and change the pattern. So that's all from me. Thank you, doctor.